All right, YouTube, it is Shin, and this is the second video for the 4.4 version 1 beta. And as you can tell, we're going to be talking about the man, the myth, the king of all kings, Gilgamesh from Fate Stay Night. He is a 5-star lightning destruction character that is not destroying your wallets because he is going to be given away for free if you choose him. So let's get straight into it. We're going to just read what his kit says, and we're going to look at his light cone. And then in another video, we're going to go over his kit a little more in depth and kind of discuss more builds and that type of stuff, okay? Without further ado, let's just get right into it so you guys can have that information. His base attack just deals lightning damage to a single target. And then his skill, King's Treasure, obtains King's Acknowledgement, allowing this unit to 30% of the target's defense when dealing damage, lasting for 3 turns. That is a new thing that they're doing lately, where their skill just does a thing and it allows them to just ignore defense or do stuff like that. But it does more. It deals lightning damage to equal to 200% of Gilgamesh's attack to a designated enemy and 100% to adjacent targets. Pretty cool. Pretty good shit. That's a really strong skill for a free character, mind you. And then his ultimate, Enuma Elish, I forget how to say it. It deals lightning damage equal to 400% of his attack to all enemies, and additionally deals 10 instances of damage, with each instance dealing lightning damage to 40% of Gilgamesh's attack to a random enemy. Mind you, his energy cost is 600 for this ultimate, with a max energy of 600. That's a lot of energy, guys, which we'll go over that and his builds in a video soon enough, so be patient and we'll get you taken care of. Like, comment, subscribe for that. And now let's talk about his talent. His first part of his talent is when an ally uses their ultimate, Gilgamesh gains King's Burden, increasing ultimate damage dealt by this unit by 40%, lasting 3 turns. Initially, automatically uses basic attack at the start of this unit's turn, and when an ally target takes action, Gilgamesh gains 1 point of interest. And when he gets 10 points of interest, he consumes 10 to immediately take action. And when interest reaches 10 for the first time, Gilgamesh enters the interest peaked state and can only use his skill. Now, his second part of his talent talks about Saber. After Saber cumulatively uses 3 attacks, Gilgamesh and Saber launch a joint follow-up attack together, dealing lightning damage 400% of Gilgamesh's attack, and wind damage equal to 600% of Saber's attack to all enemies. Afterwards, Gilgamesh gains 3 points of interest, and Saber regenerates a fixed amount of 200 energy, and her action is advanced by 50%, resetting Saber's cumulative attack tally. This is really insane. Holy shit. Sorry for my swearing, but it's crazy stuff. Absolutely insane. And then his technique creates a special dimension lasting 10 seconds. Enemies within the special dimension enter the King's Permission state. Enemies in the King's Permission state will stop all actions. When entering combat by actively attacking an enemy in the King's Permission state, causes all enemies with King's Permission state to enter combat and deals lightning damage equal to 100% of Gilgamesh's attack to all enemies after entering battle. Also gains 3 points of interest, and only 1 special dimension created by allies can exist. So you have to be mindful when you're doing that. But let's go over his braces next. His first one, when other allies use their ultimate, Gilgamesh gains 3 additional points of interest and regenerates a fixed amount of energy equal to 80% of the energy consumed this time. And then his second ascension trace allows him to overflow up to 120 energy after using his ultimate. The energy overflow and the corresponding amount of energy is regenerated, and then every point of interest gained throughout the battle increases his crit damage by 10% up to 12 stacks, so up to 120 crit damage bonus. And that's just an Ascension trace for playing the game. That's insane. And then while Gilgamesh is on the field, increase the attack of all ally targets by 30% and crit damage by 30%. That is crazy. If the target's max energy exceeds 100, every 1 access point of max energy additionally increases attack and crit damage by 1% up to a maximum of 100%. That is broken. I mean, you can't expect anything less from the King of Kings, the King of Heroes, Gilgamesh. He has an epic named after him. Now, speaking of everything, let's talk about all of his idols. Starting with his E1. When Gilgamesh possesses King's Acknowledgement. Its defense ignoring effect will apply to other teammates as well as King's Acknowledgement as well. And King's Acknowledgement will additionally increase Gilgamesh's attack by 25%. And after consuming interest, he additionally regenerates 60 fixed energy the next time his skill. His E2 gives him 8 points of interest at the start of battle and gains an additional 6 points of interest when using his ultimate. Also increasing the damage multiplier of the skill Gate of Babylon dealt to the primary target increases by 30%, and the adjacent targets by 20%. Holy guacamole, my man. He is destroying the enemies, just like he's destroying my wallet while you destroy the like button and subscribe buttons. If you're liking this video, and if you like this content, we're going to skip over his E3 and his E5 because they always do the same. And then his E4 increases his energy regen by 20%. That is a very middling E4, but at the same time, he also has 600 energy, so any extra ER, the better, okay? So while it's on paper, it's not very good, it is helpful. And his E6 increases the bounce damage multiplier of his ultimate by 20%. And then when Gilgamesh is on the field, increases the all-type res pen of ally characters by 20%. That is actually fucking crazy. When an ally character uses their ultimate, Gilgamesh gains 1 point of gold rule, up to a total of 5 points. If Gilgamesh has 5 points of golden rule when using his ultimate, he consumes all golden rule to activate ultimate. Oh, that is crazy. He is looking to be absolutely insane, and I can't wait for him. Okay, chat. Like this, it's just, he's gonna be great. But every great DPS or every great character has a great signature light cone, and Gilgamesh is not an exception. I am as you behold is his signature light cone. Increases the wearer's attack by 18% and increases the ER by 10%. When using their ultimate, increases the ultimate damage by 10% of the energy consumed up to 60%, which is perfect for him. When the wearer enters combat or uses their ultimate, the wearer gains acknowledgement lasting 8 turns. While the wearer has King's Acknowledgement, increases all allies' crit damage by 25%. That is crazy. Just a team-wide crit damage buff just for using his ultimate. Insane. He is so good. And like just him having a special thing that says, hey, I do this insane stuff, but if you put me with Saber, crank it from 10 to 11, my guy. And it's just incredible. They are cooking with this fake collab, and I'm so excited to try these guys out. Let me know what you think about Gilgamesh's kit, and keep an eye out for the Rin Tosaka video as well. And then we'll be doing a kit, like a breakdown for builds, hypothetical builds. And just a reminder, this is beta version 1. Things will change, and I will be here to talk about it when they do. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.